I think a library in 2014 embodies what it always has. I mean, the library exists to perpetuate freedom of access of information, freedom of speech, freedoms of privacy, freedom to learn what you want to learn. And not everybody has a formalized way of learning. Not everyone is going to be in school at all times. And I think a lot of people think about libraries and they think, oh, well, nobody goes to libraries anymore. Well, there's a lot of the population that still uses libraries, that still needs access to educational resources, that still needs access to the internet, to computers.
The library has a long tradition of helping people access information. And if you think about the cultural reality of our time, there are two areas that are just exploding. One of them is information. There's more and more of it every day. And the other one is problems, complex problems, wicked problems, problems that don't have obvious solutions. So if we think of libraries as just being about circulation of books, we basically have no future. We're basically in the horse and buggy business at the outset of the automotive era. I mean, I think books will be with us for a long time, but their centrality is going to change. You know, the culture of accessing information is no longer going to be organized just around books. The question of technology doesn't really lend itself to a sort of a bumper sticker reductive answer. While on the one hand I'm really positive about technology, it's delivered some amazing things to us. I don't think we can simply take ourselves out of the conversation entirely as if we're just being carried along in this fast-moving river. At some point we have to clamber up onto the shore and sit down and ask ourselves primary questions about the nature of the good society, the path that we're on, how we get there. That conversation needs to take place. And I think libraries can create neutral spaces where that conversation can unfold and we can tap into the very rich resources, you know, that we have in terms of our, you know, our collection.
At the Children's Center here, we've got a focus on our Discovery Wall, which is a neat virtual field trip. It's kind of like giant Skype, and we can use the technology to show the children things across the country, even across the world. We're working on booking something in England right now. For me, it's a lot about families having the resources that they need to help their children succeed, and children getting exposure to all kinds of amazing things.
Here in Dallas, the Dallas Public Library, we are evolving into being the centers of the communities in which we reside. So we have a lot of locations. We have 27 branches plus the central library. Each of our locations is reflective of the community in which it sits. We are, as a city, embracing everything, all the changes that are coming in the world, you know, and we're working to get there. And I think that's the beauty of Dallas as a city, is we are working very hard to be all inclusive, and I think that's that's the charm of Texas and Dallas in particular.
The people who run this library, the people that work day in and day out in this library, they love the institution of the public library. They love the Dallas Public Library. We love what we do, and you can tell. And we believe in what we do, and we believe in serving the people.